He's been called a monster, a pariah, banished from royal life, and branded as public enemy number one. But what if the entire narrative we've been sold about Prince Andrew is a lie? What if he is the ultimate royal scapegoat, and newly unearthed evidence from the Epstein case files is about to prove it? Before we dive into the evidence that changes everything, make sure you are subscribed and have notifications on, because what you are about to see will change this case forever, and you will not want to miss a single update. For years, this single photograph has been the cornerstone of the case against the Duke of York. It was the visual proof, the smoking gun. But sources close to the ongoing legal battles have now revealed that internal emails from within Epstein's inner circle contain discussions that directly point to this photograph being digitally altered. This isn't a theory. This is a potential legal earthquake. The question is no longer just about what Prince Andrew did or didn't do. The question is, who needed him to take the fall and why? And if you're starting to see the bigger picture here, hit that like button right now. The algorithm needs to know that the public is waking up to the truth. To understand why the scapegoat theory is so compelling, you have to look at the timeline. Prince Andrew was a perfect target, arrogant, politically clumsy, and with a reputation that made him an easy person for the public to dislike. When the Epstein scandal exploded into the global consciousness, a sacrificial lamb was needed to absorb the media and public fury. And the Duke of York, already a PR liability, was the obvious candidate. The palace machinery, terrified that the scandal would engulf the entire institution and even touch the throne itself, made a cold, calculated decision. They cut him loose. They stripped him of titles, banished him from public view, and allowed the narrative of a rogue royal to become the official story. It was a containment strategy. But in their haste to protect the crown, did they sacrifice an innocent man? And while you're considering that, make sure you're sharing this video with one person who needs to see this evidence. The truth can't be confined. This slimmed-down monarchy needed a public cleansing. Throwing Andrew to the wolves was the most dramatic way for King Charles III to signal a new, morally upright era. But justice sacrificed for public relations is not justice at all. Now, let's get to the evidence that changes everything. The leaked communications, which our legal analysts have seen, are not from Prince Andrew's team. They are from within Jeffrey Epstein's network. These emails discuss the need for leverage over powerful individuals. In one chilling exchange, there is a direct reference to obtaining and verifying a visual asset connected to the British royal. The language is vague, but the timing aligns perfectly with the period the photograph was alleged to have been taken. Forensic image analysts, who have reviewed the metadata of the famous photograph, have long pointed out anomalies in the lighting and shadowing on Andrew's face compared to Virginia Giuffre's. The new emails provide a motive for why such a manipulation would occur, to create an undeniable, yet completely fabricated, link between the prince and the crime, making him the primary face of the scandal and drawing attention away from others. This was a strategic move in a much larger game. By making Andrew the poster child for the Epstein scandal, it effectively created a firewall around other, potentially even more powerful figures whose names were in Epstein's little black book. The media and the public took the bait, focusing almost exclusively on the royal, while other clients and associates escaped the same level of scrutiny. The truth is a commodity, and in this case, Prince Andrew was the currency used to buy silence. If this analysis is making you question everything, that's the point. Subscribe now to join a community that isn't afraid to ask these hard questions. A genuine investigation follows the evidence, no matter where it leads. But in this case, critical questions were left unasked. Why was Andrew's connection to Epstein deemed unforgivable, while other high-profile figures with similar or even closer ties to the financier faced minimal consequences? Why did the out-of-court settlement with Virginia Giuffre feel so rushed, effectively shutting down any further discovery or examination of the evidence? The settlement wasn't an admission of guilt. It was a strategic gag order, a way to make the whole problem disappear before the photograph could be properly authenticated in an open court. Prince Andrew is no angel. His poor judgment and association with Epstein are indefensible. But there is a canyon of difference between having poor judgment and being a criminal. The emails suggest he is being punished for the former, while being framed for the latter. He is the convenient villain in a story with many, many villains. The palace, the media, and the public all played their part in creating the scapegoat. It was a perfect storm of institutional self-preservation, sensationalist journalism, and a society hungry for a simple villain. But simplicity is often a lie. And if you want to help us expose more lies like this, share this video on all your social media platforms right now. Let's get this trended. Let's force a real conversation. If this theory is true, the ramifications are terrifying. It means that truth is secondary to perception. It means that institutions can sacrifice their own to maintain power. For the monarchy, this is a Faustian bargain. In saving the institution in the short term, they may have fatally wounded its moral authority in the long term. If the crown is willing to sacrifice one member based on potentially fabricated evidence, what does that say about its integrity? For the public, it's a lesson in manipulation. We were given a single, easy-to-hate target, and we took it. We allowed ourselves to be distracted from the wider, more horrifying network of abuse and power. We were played. And the only way to fight back is to demand a re-examination of the evidence, a reopening of the case, a pursuit of the whole truth, not just the convenient one. The Epstein emails confirming the discussion of a visual asset are the thread. If we pull it, the entire tapestry of the official Prince Andrew story may unravel. The photograph was the foundation. If the foundation is fake, the entire case against him collapses. This is not about defending a prince. This is about defending the principle that every person, regardless of how unlikable they may be, deserves a case built on facts, not on forgeries and convenient narratives. The walls are closing in on the real story. Don't be on the wrong side of history when it all comes out. This is the most important story we have ever covered. If you believe in true justice and not trial by media, your support is crucial. Your subscriptions, your likes, and your shares are our only protection against being silenced. So, one final time, if you haven't subscribed, do it now. Like this video, and share it everywhere you can. We are just getting started. The truth will out. Stay vigilant.